Since I am a custodian of thousands of movies and slides and still pictures of the family and family activities, I'm trying to assemble them into some kind of a family history. Now here's something that you might be interested in. I was I was young once, and here's proof. I was born in Princeton, West Virginia at a very early age, as you can see. I was the fifth child of Mr. and Mrs. William R. Stewart, formerly of Montgomery County, Virginia. My father was a photographer, hence the excellent family photo gallery. Known as Grandpa and Grandma to my children, were Willie and Cammie to their relatives. They were married on New Year's Eve, 1900. This early picture made in Bluefield, West Virginia, where they lived. My grandmother is with them there. Well, there'll be more of the early life of this family in future videos, but this particular segment is about me, so here we go. Here I am, 18 months old in Princeton before we moved to Ironton, Ohio. Unfortunately, that stump was removed before it became a landmark. Too bad. Still in Princeton, this is Lois and my mother with little me in the grass. We moved to Ironton where my father moved his studio. Looks like I was about 4 years old when this picture was made, perched atop a sidewalk sign advertising the studio. Great many pictures were made of me in this sailor suit. Prophetic, perhaps? Of course, I did wear other clothes, as this portrait proves. Little Lord Fauntleroy yet. I remember this next picture being made. I was excited that my dad took me along on one of his commercial jobs. Here I am with Renee, my little sister who died when I was 6 years old. Well, here's the family. That's me on the left, then Robert, Papa, Mama, Randolph, Lois. Eldred is missing. He probably made the picture. I really like this picture. I'm about 12 years old. I think it was made in Huntington after we moved back from Columbus, where we had gone after my father died. I would be about 12 years old. It is copied from a little 1 by 1.5 photo, but I consider it an authentic character study. The group shots I'm showing are Sunday school classes, I suppose. I don't know of any other reason. I'm sure they were made in Huntington. The license plate reads 1926. I was 7 years old when this was made. Here's more evidence of my social life. The 6th grade class at Monroe School in Huntington. I remember a lot of these kids, some of them by name. My high school graduation picture. Black shirt and white tie. Don't you think it looks swell? Obviously I did. This is summer camp where I was a counselor. Look at that beanpole. What a beanpole I was. Jaunty angle on the fedora, chum. Who we got here? Philo Vance? Probably shadowing somebody. At Mountain Lake, Virginia, a spot Emily and I like to visit on Sunday drives. So who's this? Can this be me? Sort of between a rock and a hard place, I guess. Gad. That's it for this episode. There'll be more as weeks and months go by and I assemble more. Meanwhile, I hope you have a good year and a good life.